Wow, you guys are really diving deep today. Looks like someone is fascinated by the human mind.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm seeing a whole bunch of articles and notes here,
Lots to unpack.
including this one, The Power of the Mind, Unlocking Human Potential. And that's exactly what we're going to do in this deep dive.
Love
We're
it.
going to sift through all this material, uncover the most fascinating insights about the mind, and explore how you can harness this power in your own lives.
You know, it's funny. It
Mhm.
seems the more we learn about the mind, the more we realize just how much we don't know.
So true.
It really is this incredible frontier full of mystery and possibility.
Well, let's start with what we do know, right? I mean, we all use our minds every single day
Of course.
for all sorts of things. Memory, problem solving, creativity.
Right, just our basic mental abilities.
It's easy to take these for granted.
Yeah, until you really stop and think about it.
It's mind-blowing how our brains pull it all off.
It really is.
Like take memory, for example.
Okay.
We are constantly bombarding our brains with information.
Yeah, nonstop.
And yet somehow
Somehow.
it manages to hold on to so much.
I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
It's not just facts and figures.
Right.
It's emotions, sensory details,
Oh, yeah.
even complex skills like riding a bike.
Or playing an instrument.
Exactly. Things you might not have done in years,
Yes.
but it's all still there,
It's still there somewhere in the recesses of your mind.
like a mental library.
It really is. Our brains are constantly building this intricate mental map of our lives, adding new layers and connections.
And speaking of connections,
Yeah.
that brings us to the mind-body link.
Okay.
You know, the mind isn't just some isolated computer up there in our heads.
Right, right.
Our thoughts and emotions, they have a real tangible impact on our physical well-being.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, have you ever heard of the placebo effect?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's a classic example.
Tell me more.
Well, the mere belief that a treatment will work can actually trigger physiological changes in the body. It's incredible. And it highlights the power of our expectations and the fascinating interplay between mind and matter.
It really shows you how powerful the mind can be.
Absolutely.
But then there's the flip side, right?
What do you mean?
Well, we all know that chronic stress can
Yeah.
really wreak havoc on our health.
Oh, absolutely.
So is all stress bad?
That's a great question. And the answer is it depends.
On what?
Well, short-term stress, you know, that fight or flight response,
Yep.
that can actually be motivating.
Really?
Yeah, it's what helps us meet deadlines or perform under pressure.
I see, I see.
But when stress becomes chronic, that's when it starts to cause problems.
Problems like?
Well, it triggers this cascade of hormonal and physiological responses
Oh, wow.
that can negatively impact everything from our immune system to our cardiovascular health.
So managing stress is super important.
Absolutely essential.
And it seems like cultivating a positive mindset can also play a big role in our overall health.
Oh, without a doubt.
Like athletes use visualization techniques all the time, right?
All the time.
Mentally rehearsing their performance to prime their muscles and nervous system for success.
Exactly. And it's not just athletes.
Oh, really?
Anyone can benefit from this kind of mental rehearsal.
Wow.
By visualizing a desired outcome.
Yeah.
We're essentially programming our brains for success.
So we've talked about the amazing things our minds can do,
We have.
but how can we actually tap into this power
Yeah, how do we actually use it?
in our daily lives?
Right.
It seems like meditation and mindfulness are becoming increasingly popular these days.
They are.
What's the deal with these practices?
Well, they offer a way to train our attention
Okay.
and become more aware of our thoughts and emotions without judgment.
Without judgment.
It's not about emptying your mind, which is pretty much impossible, by the way.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
It's more about learning to observe your mental chatter without getting swept away by it.
So kind of like hitting the pause button on those racing thoughts.
Serious.
I like that.
And the best part is, the benefits of meditation are backed by a growing body of research.
Oh, really?
Regular practice has been shown to reduce stress, improve focus, enhance emotional regulation, and even boost our immune system.
Wow, that's impressive.
It is.
It's like giving your brain a much-needed vacation.
Exactly.
And while we're talking about transforming the mind, what about this whole concept of neuroplasticity?
Ah, yes, neuroplasticity.
It sounds pretty sci-fi to me.
It's one of the most exciting discoveries in neuroscience.
Oh, really?
It basically means that our brains are constantly rewiring themselves
Rewiring themselves.
based on our experiences.
No, it's not like our brains are just fixed
Not at all.
from birth.
It's a dynamic process.
I see.
Imagine your brain like a forest path.
Okay.
The more you walk that path, the more defined it becomes.
So the more we use certain pathways in our brains,
Yeah.
the stronger they become.
Exactly.
And the easier it is for signals to travel along those pathways.
Exactly. And the same goes for our brains.
So we can actually change the way our minds work.
Absolutely. And that's where therapies like cognitive behavioral therapy or CBT come in.
CBT. Okay.
It's based on the idea that our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are all interconnected.
They are all connected.
By identifying and changing negative thought patterns,
Oh, interesting.
we can actually rewire our brains for greater well-being.
So it's like upgrading the software of your mind.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Replacing those outdated programs with ones that support positive change.
Now, that's an upgrade I can get behind.
Absolutely.
And the possibilities don't stop there, do they?
Not even close.
We're only just beginning to unravel the mysteries of the subconscious mind,
Yeah.
the power of intuition, even the potential for things like collective consciousness.
It's incredible to think about, isn't it?
It's mind-boggling. And with emerging technologies like brain-computer interfaces,
Oh yeah, that's a whole other frontier.
who knows what the future holds for our understanding of the mind?
The possibilities are truly endless.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
So let's recap.
Okay.
The mind is an incredibly powerful tool.
More powerful than we often realize.
It shapes our reality
Influences our health.
and holds infinite possibilities.
And the best part,
What's that?
we're the ones holding the reins.
We have the power to shape our own minds.
Exactly. So use that power wisely.
And don't be afraid to explore all that your mind has to offer.
Now that you've had a taste of what your mind is capable of, what will you explore next? Perhaps delve deeper into meditation practices, research the latest findings in neuroplasticity, or maybe even experiment with biofeedback tools. The journey of self-discovery starts within.
So keep learning, keep growing, and keep pushing the boundaries of what you think is possible.
Because the power of the mind is truly limitless.
And that's a wrap on this deep dive.
Until next time,
See you then.
bye.